Blue.
Blue.
Okay.
Blue.
All right.
With white.
It's actually great.
So good evening, everyone. We are here doing our first recorded video for HeartsChat radio show. It's our TV now. So,
One day. I hope we will.
So if you're new to us, I'm Erica.
I'm Nicole.
And I'm Keela.
Welcome to HeartsChat.
Welcome.
So this is similar to our podcast style videos. We're still going to do our check-in and see how everybody is doing. So, how we doing?
Tired,
Could be better.
but
Yeah.
still good.
Yeah, exactly.
Keela's getting sick.
Yes, again, for probably the third time in 2 months.
Ugh.
It's not a good time.
Yeah.
It's not.
Man, I'm going to take some medicine when I get home.
Yeah, I've been taking medicine. Went to the doctors. They said, "Oh no, your lungs sound great." I'm like, "Really?" Because I'm kind of coughing them up right now. So.
That's strange.
Yeah.
You may need a new doctor.
Exactly. I'm like, okay.
I was telling Akila it doesn't feel like she's her because her
I
voice
know.
is like it's not you. This is what you sound like.
It's like an alien taking over my body or something.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, I was like that one time when I had that cold and I had the voice. I was like, ow.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Oh.
This is
What?
not fun.
I mean, other than that, great.
Yeah,
It's like great things happening all around.
that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Akila just had one of interviews for one of her PhD programs, so we got to say congratulations to that.
Thank you. So hopefully I'll find out like the end of next week, beginning of the following week. So
Well, I'm finding
Fingers
all the good luck pennies.
thank
Crossing
you.
my hands, my fingers,
Yes.
my
Yes.
toes, prayers up.
Everything, yes.
And Nicole, anything? Big thing?
Going on another trip, and then which is nice. I like going away, as everyone knows. I love to travel, but it'll be my last time traveling for a while and doing anything because I feel like I've been like cheating myself of studying. It's not that I'm not studying. It's just not how I want to be studying and how I want to be dedicated to doing it. So I think that when I get back, it's just like grind time of studying, getting better with eating better, getting better with working out. Like just to be in this little structured, focused place. Yes.
I just said that because I like to make my different gym workout playlists. And I've got Ariana Grande Focus
Okay.
on my playlist, and it's just like focus.
Focus on that.
Focus on me.
I haven't heard that song. I gotta put it on. I can hear it. Is
That's
it
a
a
Jenny
workout
Fox.
song? Oh, okay. Look at
Same.
that.
It's good.
Okay, but maybe I've heard it.
Probably. I mean, it's TV, radio.
Oh, okay.
I don't listen to the radio. If I heard it, I know you heard it.
Sure. So what's going on with you?
Nothing but anything.
Yeah, you do.
Do I?
I don't know. I'm just saying. We all do.
Well, actually, I've been doing more things on the weekends, which is,
That's true.
yeah, I have.
Good.
So I've been, like, different events I see, like, on Eventbrite. Just, I guess, staying social.
You've been like the party coordinator.
All I do, like, when I have, like, a few minutes, or usually on my day off, I, like, look and see what events are going to be, like, the next weekend, so that I know and I can have ideas and see, like, who wants to do something. Because for a lot of times, I'm mostly just here. It feels like I haven't lived here all this time.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, I got to do more stuff, so
That's good.
that's what I've been doing.
If it makes you happy, it's what you gotta do, and it makes you sane.
Mm-hmm.
And you know you gotta fit it into your schedule.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and even it's just
Okay.
one thing, which I used to do a long time ago. I would look for something and do one thing that I had to look forward to, and I just stopped doing it. So now I do that again. And in my week, too, because I had this workout plan that I think I talked about. I know I talked about that. But I had a workout plan where I was going, at the end of the night. But it wasn't working out for me. So then I made then it stopped. So I made a new schedule to kind of relive it up a little bit. And then that one, just because I put, like, in the morning, some afternoon, some nights, just to mix it up, that didn't really work for me.
So what's working?
I have to go every day at night.
Okay.
When I've done everything I have to do, then I go and I feel like, okay, I did everything I gotta do, I'm here. And I can't say I'm gonna go Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I have to go every day. Or I'm not gonna go.
No.
If I get out of my routine, I just don't.
Well, that's good that you learned how you work and what's gonna motivate you and what makes you to stay on track.
Yeah. And I tried some different ways, but that just wasn't for me.
No, that's how I am. I have to do it in the morning for 15 minutes, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's all I got. That's all I got.
That's all I got. Oh,
And
yeah.
I tried that. Somebody was telling me that all like successful, great people say you should work out in the morning. That a lot of successful people, they do that and they find, I don't know how that correlates to success.
Well, it gives you
they,
supposedly more energy and a clearer
Yeah.
mind.
hey,
Supposedly.
So,
I don't know. I mean, I tried it.
Don't
On the
work for you, though.
weekends, I can do that, but on the weekday, when I have to go to work, for my schedule and my lifestyle, it just works better to go at
Yeah.
night versus not going.
At all. Yeah.
Or you do go, you're not a morning person, you do hate it.
That's true. And then you stop anyway.
Yeah.
I need to work out, and the afternoons actually are the best for me, but that's not possible. So I need to do either mornings and I don't know, kind of nights. Because by the time I get home, I'm like just done with the world.
Yeah.
I'm done with self-care. I mean, I'm the self-care is other type of self-care. It's not working out. I don't want to do that. I want to lay down.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get, wipe off of work, away from the world. And a lot of times working out doesn't necessarily, it's like another thing I have to do when it's at nighttime a lot of time. But it depends. I mean, when we used to do it, it used to be in the morning we would go together. I think that's the main thing is having someone to do it with.
That
If you don't have someone to do it with, the 15 minutes in the morning, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that changes everything.
It's a big difference, but I look forward to going. I
Good.
get excited to go. I think it's because I live by myself.
Because
So I'm like, there's people,
Yeah.
and I'm not the only one that's up. And I've been sitting around,
Mhm.
not sitting around, but like at work doing stuff like, we know what we do.
Yeah.
So, so anyway, I thought since we're all drinking this tea, we could share our little inspiration. This is yogi tea.
Do they all say the same thing?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, speaking of energy, this is perfect energy yogi tea. Mine, I love yogi tea. Mine says, our intuition comes from innocence.
Oh, how appropriate.
That's appropriate.
Yeah.
That's appropriate.
Mine says practice compassion, forgiveness, and kindness.
Mm-hmm.
My appropriate. As today when I was, I'm not the one to mess with. Talk about how exactly I'm gonna hurt this girl.
Oh my goodness.
Shame. Practice kindness.
And mine says love is ecstasy.
Okay.
We're all silent. Well, it's telling you what to look forward to.
Yes, very much.
She'll be in ecstasy when you're in love. But you could be in love with yourself.
That's true, Les. Oh my goodness. All right.
Well, for our topic tonight, we're talking about friendships and relationships. Well, friendships are as a relationship, but family, whoever is in your life that you have a relationship with that is supportive of you or helps you, gives you support. So we're talking about that. And so we remember when we finished up our first season and we had listeners call in and say what they want to hear more of. And one thing was you asked to hear more personal accounts and personal experience of us. So we thought we'd share, some
Personal stories.
about our supports. So for me, I don't know if I'm going first, but I just want to
Go
say
ahead.
there's this book my grandmother gave me, which she is one of my supports, and it's called The 7 Decisions. And there's a it's right over here.
On the coffee table.
Yes. And I don't read it every day, but I just read it when I can. Mostly when I travel, I always take it with me and I read it on the plane. I wish I did just sit down but I'm always doing something. But there's a section in there and it asks about your board of directors. And it just talks about who is your board of directors in your life, like these people that are your supports. And, you call this person for what? This person brings what into your life. You give them something. So it asks you to, first you have to list all the people that are in your life, the important relationships in your life. You list them and then you kind of, you can mark them and put do they encourage you, discourage you? Do they add to your life or take away? Or take, your energy or stress you out or whatever. So I just put all my names down. I put arrows going up, arrows going down. I think there were some that I was kind of like, I don't know if I should have an arrow up or down, maybe on the sideways. And I'm like, well, if it's sideways, should it be down? So I kind of struggled with that because I think sometimes putting things on paper, it makes it, it gets real.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I got this friendship, this relationship, whatever. But when you actually put it on paper and you look at it, it's different. So I did that, and then it says, okay, what are like the important areas in your life? Well, who helps you? You know, who do you go to? For, like, who? I guess if you have for finance, you have a financial advisor. You know, that's what you go to for religious guidance. Maybe you go to your pastor or your priest. So like, you know, who's in your life? And I think you have a financial advisor, you have a priest, your family, your friends, if you come into contact, you see them more than you probably would see your priest or financial advisor. So they have more of an impact on your life. So I did that. And
did things get real?
Did you have to cut anybody off?
No, I didn't cut anybody off. As we learned, I can't do that. I shouldn't do that. But I just, you know, I'm like, okay, it's a mental note, you know. So
well, it might help you with doing that if you know you're not going to cut them off of places, of areas of improvement. Or like what to kind of not like the negative energy towards that. So if there's someone who supports you in this but brings you down in this, it's to focus on not allowing that aspect to affect you as much. Right. You know, you have to do what you got to do with yourself versus them. So if they're giving something to, I think a lot of people give and take from you.
Yeah.
So I think like there's a lot of people who could be up and down. I think the more somebody's in your life, the more up and down it is gonna have, because you go up and down. Yeah. So it's also you change. So I think it's also to evaluate also if you are putting it down and an up and don't know or this or that, is that because of you or is that because of them?
Yes.
It depends, and also, like you said, people, it depends how long they're in your life, but there's got to be balance, too. If this person, if it's always, like something bad or negative, then that should say something. You have to tolerate that.
You rock, girl.
That's true.
We always find, like, it depends.
I think that's what life is anyway. It depends on the situation.
It does.
Everything's changing together and changing all over the place, so...
Yeah. So, I would challenge you to make a list of your board of directors, friends, family, your spouse, or, you know, your partner, and really see, you know, who's in your life and doing what and what are you bringing into their life. It just really gets you thinking, you know, it really does. Because even my sisters, of course, they're at the top of the list, you know, and I'm like, oh, there's so much, you know, I call them for this or we do that, you know. But then there's other people where you're like, oh, I thought it would be like more of this, but it's really not.
Yeah.
And the other thing I think we can all relate is we probably pour into.
Well, as I was saying when we were going to do this video, I was like, I don't know what I'll put. Because, I mean, I have people who are my supporters, but it also depends on your personality. Because I think for us, even if we do have those supporters that we could go to, we don't do it.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think if you're a caretaker, you're a natural nurturer or something like that, you have to pay attention to, are you allowing your supporters to be your supporters? Or are you only allowing yourself to be supporters? As I say to a lot of people and to myself, it's the need to be needed. Because it ain't always about the people in our lives, it's about what we choose, our roles.
Exactly. Like we may be thinking they're giving too much, but we're too much involved in them.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a phase, I mean, most of my life, and it's not that I've been alive crazy long, but most of my life it was, I really did. And I never knew this, that I needed to be needed. Like, I wanted that person to call me versus those people, so I could be there for them. And that's how I got my gratification of myself and you know, whatever other stuff. And then I realized that that's what I was doing, but it was exhausting because I would go out on the limb and, I mean, do crazy things to help people out, and I wasn't getting anything or very little in return. But it had nothing to do with them because I allowed them to do those things.
Exactly.
So then once I realized that, I had to really try to change it and have people in my life that a little bit more balanced and keep people in my life that, you know, are balanced as well. Right. So that's something to be watching out for. And if you're the person who's a taker, realize that you friends, you need to get to your friends a little bit and support them.
Yeah, I think a lot of this, in terms of what we're talking about, friendships and supports and things, it's also about self-awareness, like how we are within. Oh, thank you. I
just talked for like 5 minutes. It's just in one word.
Anyway, just like how much we putting ourselves out there, how much is it really the other person, how much is it us. Really finding that balance in, engaging with other people and being their supports and them being our supports. Because there are people out there who do take advantage. That's not always us, but just to take a minute, step back.
Yeah, I agree. It's definitely about self-awareness. I think sometimes when you don't have that level of self-awareness and you're not there, and if you're kind of wondering, ask somebody. Ask one of your supports, like,
exactly.
Do I do that? Or, what do you think? I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel that way? Or what do you think about this? Just put it out there. Yeah. And that might be such a relief for your friend, because maybe they didn't want to say.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, okay, yeah. Well, kinda. Or, yeah, you do. Or it's just a conversation that you have. Mm-hmm. But I like how you tore off you're just like, forget this ecstasy. I'm not about that.
It's just me playing with it.
Mm-hmm. Subconscious Freudian would say.
What does that really mean?
What's that? Well, a struggle. Anyway.
Yeah. So have you had that experience of having to like reevaluate your board of directors?
I think for me, what I normally do is know who I can go to for what.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Like, I don't...
Perfect.
There's some people I cut out. That's a long time ago. But now I feel like I'm at a stage where I have, like, all my friends, who they are. And, or some friends, families, all that. But there's certain things I cannot talk with some people in my life that I can with others. Because I know how they react to certain things. Now, if I need the truth, I might go to them. Because they are, like... They're very passionate. I'll say that.
But you want advice more.
Yeah, when I want. Yeah, exactly. When I want
advice talk, more. It's different.
It's different. If I just want to be heard, just rant. Then I might not go to them.
Right.
But I think it's more of just who I go to, not necessarily like reevaluating and moving people around.
Yeah, because you've had people in your life that you've been friends with for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I think one of my oldest friends probably from first grade, so they're all still, pretty much everyone that I became close with still now. It's just when I actually talk to them about certain things. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's certain people right now in my life who I'll talk to every day, be like, oh, look, oh my God, this happened. Oh my God, this happened. Or what's going on? But I pretty much, I just direct it.
Mm-hmm. I really like what you said, Akila. I think that is very prominent, like, way in a relationship to think into how to go about things, because a lot of people will be like, I don't have any friends with you anymore, I don't like you anymore, or I can't talk to you about this, so that means that we're nothing, and it's not that. It's just there's certain things you go to people for and certain things you don't.
Right. I mean, it's the general. It's not like keep people out of the loop. It's just I might switch the story a little bit so that they don't get the whole thing. But
some more detailed than
others.
Graze over.
Right. But you were talking about the whole, sometimes being the person that cares and like the caregiver and everything. I really feel like I take on that role a lot.
Yes, you do.
Started from a young age, because I think it really started with my sisters. It was really ingrained in me. You take care of your sisters. You watch after them. You're the oldest. Like, you protect them, and I just always carry that with me. In my friendships, and I think as I've gotten older, your life changes, journey, you grow, and working and moving away, like moving out of state. There's friends that have that contact me, and I used to always feel like we were in our program, and they would talk about you'll have friends that you won't talk to anymore because you're going to be so busy. You'll have to understand that you're doing this stuff, or your friendships might not make it because like you're going to be in this. And I worked really hard to make sure that didn't happen, that I stayed in contact with my friends, not make time for them, and it really felt like I wasn't, like, I never left, or I wasn't like away, or oh, she's away doing this, or she's gone out of our lives. But I find that now I have a harder time. I guess I could do it. I really could make the effort to do that, but I choose not to. There's some times where I get calls and I don't answer, and I might not return it for a while.
It's exhausting.
It is, I think, because there's just so much, to what we do, and just having this life and keeping in touch with everybody. And I really appreciate the friends that I do have that support me, and they don't say, oh, you didn't call me back, or you never, or it took you this long. They just say, when I call and we talk, and, that's fine. I haven't had anybody make a comment about anything. Because I used to be, I think I still find that I'm still like, oh, I hope, they're not upset with me, but that hasn't been my experience. So I really do appreciate it. So I guess we can get into our final thoughts for today. So we talk about supports all the time, like every single episode.
Sports.
Yeah. And supports with people in your life, family, friends, partner, mentor, pastor, financial advisor that I mentioned before. These people that, you come into contact with or you look to for advice or their opinion.
Support, I think, is huge. But to continue the good support and for it to be a healthy relationship as well, we gotta have communication.
Yes.
Right.
No matter what type of relationship you have, even if it's with your landlord, you just have to have good communication to get places, to get somewhere, and to maintain a good, healthy relationships, and especially with friends and family and people who you want to support and you want them to support you. You have to be, whether it's a good or bad, communicating a good or bad things. You have to communicate, and once you communicate, especially about bad things, that's mainly what people don't communicate about.
Yep.
After you communicate about that, things will normally go pretty good after that. They're not as bad as you think it would be after you have that conversation. So just remember to communicate as much as you can, and when you're thinking if I should talk about this or not, it means you probably should.
You just bring it up.
True.
Yeah, and communication is not always easy. It seems like an easy thing. Just say it, just do it, but it is hard, which is why a lot of people don't communicate. But the best way to get better at it is to practice and to continue to have those conversations, And we even talked about our communication style earlier today, that we can all say the same thing in a different way.
Yes.
But we're saying the same thing, but everybody communicates differently. So that's important to note too.
I think just if you're, not fortunate to have these people in your life or these supports in your life that can help you, that you turn to other things. Like the internet is great for finding like meetups and resource groups, and then you can make friends online and go out and meet them.
Yeah.
I think one of the, even my dad met up with people from meetup, all have the same interests, and they went to a museum or something.
Yeah.
And then he's friends with them now.
Yeah. Or supports like this, where you're going online, on the internet, but you watch a video like this, or if there's people that you idolize or aspire to be like, and you watch, you follow their life or what they're doing, that can be inspiring, and that can be a support to you as well. Even books, can be a support to you, or music can be, a support to you. So it's all about expanding your horizons, and figuring out what helps you and what is a support to you. But I will say a really, really big support is the people that you surround yourself with.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if maybe you feel like the people that are around you aren't the people that you want to be around, like Akilah said, you get out and meet some new people and build new relationships.
We live in a day and age where not being able to have social outlets is almost impossible.
Yeah.
If you don't have it, you are stopping yourself. You need to take all the opportunities and advantages that we have with technology and with people being more social, and take advantage of that and try to expand your horizons. I guess you would say, but
you could even say, even if you don't have technologies, there's still the libraries and stuff if you want to check it out. They're always free.
Well, there's common places that everyone goes.
Yeah, that's true.
There's common places, and you have to go there, but you have to push yourself to find support.
Yeah. So I think you talked about, our topic has been, the bottom line is support, but we did talk about a lot of things. But I think a good place to start, like I always say, is a piece of paper and a pen, and write down all the people in your life that you consider a support. And maybe you can even have a category of important areas in your life, and you can put each person under a category where you feel like, they fit. You can put the same name under, several categories. Yeah. And, start with it that way. And if you find, well, I have a really good support system, and I bet that feels really good. And if you find that I don't, then you can, follow some of the tips that we mentioned about, how to build your supports.
You can do it.
And that's all we have to say about that. So thank you for watching.
Have a good night.
Bye.
If you are an artist and would like us to play your music, or have a product or brand that you would like us to advertise, Or if you have any questions or comments, please email us at heartschat@heartschat.radioshow.com. Be sure to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Periscope at HeartsChat, and our Instagram at HeartsChatRadio. We post a lot of motivational messages up throughout the day, so if you need a little inspiration or pick-me-up, follow our pages. And for more information on HeartsChat, be sure to visit our website, www.heartschatradioshow.com.
We hope you enjoyed our show today. Tune in every Sunday and Tuesday on HeartsChatRadioshow.com for a new episode of HeartsChat. So don't forget to tune in again at HeartsChatRadioshow.com and check us out.
And visit my blog and ask me all of your relationship questions anonymously at FromErica'sHeart.com. Thank you for listening to HeartsChat, where we speak from the heart.
Bye.
Bye-bye.